You're listening to Leggacy Radio.
Okay, I'm here in the studio with Miss Vashti Hayes. She's just performed for us in the Margaret Mason Centre for Leggacy Live, and she did an absolutely amazing job. How are you, Vashti?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Did you enjoy yourself in the Margaret Mason Centre?
I did. It was like quite a huge audience, which is obviously always quite intimidating, but it was really fun, yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You played a lot of heartwarming songs, didn't you? And every single sort of track that you play has a lot of meaning in it, and you could definitely tell how you perform it and things like that there's a lot of meaning behind them.
Thank you. Yeah.
In fact, we'll start off this actually. What song is it that's got the most meaning in it for you?
The song that's got the most meaning for me. Well, it's sort of hard to say because my songs mean things to me for different reasons. Like, I tend to write music when I feel particularly emotional about something. So whether that emotion be anger, happiness, sadness, I write a song about it. So it depends, sort of like, I suppose it sort of depends what sort of mood I'm in as to what song means the most.
I noticed that you perform one called Kancer.
Yeah.
That's Cancer with a K, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that about exactly?
Basically, I had a personal cancer diagnosis last year, which is obviously quite surprising at 20 years old. I was told I had breast cancer. I actually wrote the song while I was high on tramadol following surgery, so wouldn't recommend it. It's quite difficult to translate it the next day. But so it's sort of about, it's sort of an empowering song because I beat that and I wanted to put that across in the song.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell it's definitely a very heartwarming story inside the song as well. There's another song that you perform. It's called Icarus.
Yeah.
I've noticed that quite a few people enjoy this song. What's actually behind the song?
That seems to be like my most popular song. People always seem to sort of latch onto that song. Basically, Icarus is set on the Greek myth of the same name. I understand there's probably quite a lot of translations of that story, but as I understand it, Icarus was the son of Daedalus, who was an inventor, obviously in ancient Greece. Obviously, Daedalus knew his way out of the labyrinth, but if he'd have gone out of the labyrinth, he would have encountered a giant, really high wall, obviously, which was invented to keep him in. However, being an inventor, he decided to make wings out of the feathers of all the birds which had flown into the labyrinth and died, and the wax from the candles, which were there lighting their only source of light. Icarus was obviously quite a young boy, had not really experienced freedom for a long time. So once they managed to escape the labyrinth, despite Daedalus's warnings of not flying near the sun, Icarus decided he wanted to fly as close to the sun as he could, and the feathers obviously melted and burned, and he crashed to the ground and died a horrendous death.
Oh, okay. But so it does have a lot of meaning to you then. What exactly inspired you to write a song behind it though?
I have always been really fond of Greek mythology. I've actually now got 3 or 4 Greek myth songs, which I don't really play gigs that often. I need to sort of master them a bit better first.
Yeah.
But I also find that Icarus is a story that we can all relate to, about spreading your wings, about flying close to the sun, but then sometimes you'll aim really high and then you'll crash.
Yeah.
We are actually working on getting that re-recorded and having a video made to it in the near future.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, I think we should play the original recording of it, and I hope that everybody will enjoy it, and that people will purchase the re-recorded version in the very near future.
Thank you.
Is passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eye as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the sun glasses passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eyes as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. I'm guilty of being a foolish man, but I've only myself to blame. And the green, green grass is passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eyes as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And all I wanna do is fly close to the sun. But my wings may now, and my feathers burn, and the green, green grass is passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eyes as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. You shouldn't fly too close to the sun or the sea, but my curious mind got the better of me. Take me away to a place in the clouds. I found my freedom now. I found my freedom now. And the green, green grass is passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eyes as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the green, green grass is passing me by as I take to the sky. I'm alive. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here. And the flames catch my eyes as Icarus dies, as his wings catch fire, and I hear his cries. I don't know where to go, but it's far away from here.
There we have it, Icarus. How good is that? That is awesome. I love that.
That was the original version. It was actually recorded as a duet.
Yeah.
With my friend David Redhead. So.
Yeah. So you perform it more on your own now, and you know.
Yeah. Well, obviously we both went to university. We both went our separate ways, and we haven't really seen much of each other since then. So.
Oh, well, that's a shame, but I mean, you definitely still pull it off, and we have got it, like I say, the whole set recorded from the Margaret Mason Centre, so everybody can tune into that. We're going to release it as a podcast, if that's okay with you, Vashti?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, so everybody can tune into that as soon as we've got it online. I just wanted to actually go into just a few more questions before you do leave us. How did you actually get yourself into music then? Because I've noticed that you are quite a musical person, and I'm seeing you now, like, I see you at Cafe Independent and places like that where you've been performing and stuff. What actually got you into it initially?
Literally, I was a 7-year-old girl and I wanted to be a singer when I grew up. And for the rest of my life, I've aimed to become a singer. I used to write really silly little songs with my best friend at primary school, and we used to sing them to all the teachers. And most of the teachers were like, oh, that's nice, that's so nice. But there was this one teacher who I actually got back in touch with recently called Mrs. Stringer, and she saw something in me. Like, she said that I was going to go places and I should continue my music, and I think that has always stuck with me. So
definitely gives you a lot of motivation, I suppose,
Yeah.
if somebody tells you something like that. Also, a lot of people recognise you from being on Leggacy Got Talent as well,
yeah,
which was obviously, you know, based here a few years ago. We don't actually do it anymore, but you
That's
actually performed in that as well. So
yeah. In 2011, I performed in Leggacy Got Talent and somehow won. Like, I was this terrified little shell of a person sat on stage, and it was the first time I'd properly performed one of my songs in front of an audience. Like, no one had heard my music before. So I was absolutely terrified.
Exactly, and this is what it brings you to be, though. You know, one of the biggest female vocalists in the whole of Scunthorpe, and obviously the local area as well. So, you know, everybody seems to know you, and you had such a great gathering as well. As soon as you walked in to the college, everybody knew who you were, or everybody that passed you knew who you were,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's always a good sign that you know, that you're getting your name out there and around and stuff. And I really hope that Leggacy Radio can help push that a bit further as
Thank
well.
you.
Yeah, so it's been an absolute pleasure having you, and you're absolutely amazing up there in Margaret Mason
Thank
Centre.
you.
And I wish you the best of luck in the near future.
Thanks very much. It's been wonderful being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're listening to Legacy Radio.